If you're living in a Windows environment, I think that's probably the biggest challenge with it. You know, if you have a full-blown Mac OS environment, you know, you go and adopt the correct tools, you push the policy, you go jump cloud, Jamf, you got it. But when you're looking at your environment from you have Windows and you have Mac coexisting on the same network, then you start having questions of, well, I may have to adopt two ecosystems.
And that kind of goes back to where we started. Again, if you're a 100%
yeah,
company
exactly.
and there's 5 Macs, are you going to go stand up all this extra infrastructure for 5 Macs, or do you just say, hey, look, sorry, let's just keep it all Windows homogeneous environment, and that way, you know, you just click off the boxes. You're not having to keep up with one set of tools for Mac, another set of tools for Windows, go about that route. Reflecting back on our previous topic, another thing that we have seen is if the customer does enclave and they want to use that Mac, then inside that enclave use that virtual Windows desktop and say, okay, well, I get it. You're going to carry your Mac around with you. That's what you're going to use on a day-to-day basis. When you're processing CUI, hey, you're going to connect, and you're going to have to use a Windows desktop for this piece of the job, and hey, that's just the way it is because that's what it takes to get it compliant. But hey, because I would say, you know, in my experience, you know, one of the big reasons why we like the Macs is because they're easy to use. You know, they are stable. The lid opens, and when you open the lid, it just turns on. It's not booting up and all those things. There's a lot of convenience that comes with that.
Absolutely.
And compliance and convenience do not go together. those are two opposing forces.
They're scoped very differently, right?
and so I can see where, you know, it would be nice. Hey, I can keep my convenience. When it's time to not have to be convenient, hey, I connect to that remote desktop.